Alright, today, the VFE Blues King, board from madbeanpedals.com, and this is a circuit that I was never a big fan of. The King of Tone, or the Blues Breaker, you know, all those kind of things. And I'm kind of coming around to it. Using it with a Les Paul, it sounded pretty good. So, yeah, as you can see up here, there's the audio board and the power switching board. And this is one of the easier ones. This is built stock, so in the Mad Bean docs it talks about a burn and a normal setting. I just built this stock. It has the typical VFE 6 controls all sandwiched into a 1590B. Now this one's hand painted, but this is the kind of an homage to the original artwork that VFE had. So your standard, three of your standard controls: level, drive, tone. This is a bass, pre-gain bass cut, and then this hard and soft is the kind of, this controls kind of what diodes you select in the hard clipping section and the soft clipping section. So soft clipping will start there. Asymmetrical, counterclockwise, and symmetrical clockwise, or a diode lift when right in the middle. So as you can see, I had it more towards the symmetrical clipping side. Now for hard clipping, this is germanium all the way clockwise, or symmetrical silicon diode clipping counterclockwise. And so I kind of went right there. And I'm using the Les Paul into the pedal, into the Allen Amps Accomplice. And while we're here, let's just put this back to standard. There we go. So, with a Les Paul, with this guitar, it's got a little bit hotter humbuckers, nothing crazy, but it's driving the amp a little bit. So, when you turn this bad guy on, it gives it a really sweet overdrive sound, and that's on the, of course, the bridge humbucker. And that's, of course, with the drive turned up a little bit. So let's maybe dial that back down. And we'll have to compensate. Whoa. So that gives us a lot more low end. Just dialed back the bass control, so it's letting all the low end into the gain circle, and that's where it starts getting kind of muddy. Now, so we keep it there for the Les Paul. Now if we were to, say, use this Stratocaster, we're going to want more of that low end because it gets kind of thin and ice picky. And that's what I don't like about this circuit. As I mentioned before, I've never been a huge fan. So neck pickup, and if we turn that off, you can see we got this really beautiful clean tone, and then we goose it a little bit here with this. That sounds really cool. And this is why I started coming around to the circuit, because I was never able to get that before. So it almost gives you, like what I was just showing there, that gives you that edge of breakup, or whatever they call it, for clean sounds that make them sound so great. go. Okay, tone control, this is just your standard thing. Just treble cut. So then we can dial in all that treble and it's going to get just terrible. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's cut all the low end and crank up the treble. Let's make it... Ugh, that's terrible. So now we got more... Sounds cool. I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess we should talk about the clipping options. So let's go with some hard... So with the Germanium clipping, when you turn it up all the way, the volume drops pretty substantially. So we'll kind of crank up the drive. Hear, I think when you crank up the drive a little bit, you can kind of hear more of what the clipping options are doing. Go all the way over here. Symmetrical, or I'm sorry, yeah, symmetrical silicon clipping, Germanium. Germanium's more, sounds more rounder in my opinion on the edges. Silicone clipping's kind of a little bit more in your face. So soft clipping, let's try this bad boy out. That's symmetrical. These two are a lot harder for me to discern from. This wave feels a little bit more, maybe more amp-like, I guess. Just a little bit softer. I know that sounds silly. It's all soft clipping, but that's the way it feels. So yeah. Kind of got a little long in the tooth there, but these VFEs, there's so many options that if you can't find what you're looking for, then it's probably not made, you know. So this is the Blues King. I got the board from Mad Bean Pedals. Please check it out there. It's such a cool pedal and made me a blues breaker hater into a total convert. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.